Okay, hello all. Today we're going to talk about Darkman. I just recently got this on DVD. This is one of my favorite Sam Raimi films. Okay, so like I said, directed by Sam Raimi, written and directed by Sam Raimi, and several other people actually, but Ivan Raimi being one, so that's all good. Ooh, stars Liam Neeson, Frances McDormand, and Larry Drake. This is Sam Raimi's first Hollywood movie. Who was Universal, I believe, put this out. It doesn't say here. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I watched it tonight, and it was I do believe it was Universal. Oh, there it is. Hello. So yeah, so Liam Neeson plays this scientist who's he's working on this artificial skin for burn victims and stuff like that, and he has it almost down, except that the cells break up in the artificial skin. The cells break up after 99 minutes, and he can't keep them stable. Anyway, his girlfriend is Julie, played by Frances McDormand, and she works at this company. It's never really established if she works for these people, but I just assume she does. But she's like an attorney in some big building. She comes across this memo that she shouldn't have come across that shows her boss made some payments, basically some bribes or payoffs to city boards, because her boss is making this city of the future or whatever. So she finds this accidentally and stupidly brings it to her boss's attention, not knowing that, that wasn't quite legal of him to be doing that. So he wants the memo back, and of course she didn't have it with her, and it somehow got into the lab of Liam Neeson's character, and so a bunch of thugs. Larry Drake plays pretty much like a mobster type dude. Him and his gang go to get the memorandum back. It never says if they're in organized crime, but they're good at what they do. So basically they go and they do find the memo, and they basically trash the place and leave him for dead. The place blows up, and he gets out. He actually survives by getting the explosion through him. He got blasted away into the river, and woke up in a hospital where he was just like a John Doe. He had no ID on him, stuff like that, blah blah. Burns, he's all pretty much fucked up. Anyway, to subdue the pain, they do some sort of operation on him. They only mention it in the movie very briefly, and it was just in talking. And they severed something so he wouldn't feel the pain, but a side effect would be that he would get rage sometimes. They mentioned several side effects, but in this movie, for him, it was rage. Anyway, he breaks out of the hospital, kind of rebuilds his lab back, and then he starts working on his skin technique again, and boom, he starts making masks of the people that wronged him. And so basically after that, it gets to be a revenge film. But it was also a good story in that he got back in touch with his prior girlfriend, and they kind of start building their relationship back up. There's really not much more to say. Someone once compared it to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know if that's an apt comparison, but it's a unique film, so I guess that's the closest comparison I can think of. Anyways, good freaking movie. Other than the Evil Dead movies, this is probably my favorite Sam Raimi film. Because, with being his first studio film, I could be wrong about that. Army of Darkness might have been his first studio film, but I do believe this one was, and Army of Darkness was his second. But, yeah, great movie. You could tell it was his first studio film because it still had some of the campy stuff that like a lot of stuff he did in like the Evil Dead films, and didn't get too slapsticky, but it was definitely campy. But I think all of Sam Raimi's films are deliberately campy. That's just the way he works. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Sam Raimi films. And, music by Danny Elfman. I loved the soundtrack in this film. Of course, Danny Elfman being my favorite composer. So, yeah, and Sam Raimi's got a lot of the visuals going, like the point of view type shots and just weird camera angles and stuff. And later in his career, like when he started doing, like, especially the Spider-Man movies, but in between Darkman and the Spider-Man films, he made like a Simple Plan and some baseball movie. I don't remember the name of it. I've never even seen it. But like even in A Simple Plan, he started doing more conventional camera work. He wasn't really as Sam Raimi-ish as he used to be, if that makes any sense. So yeah, the film style in this is great. He did a return with his last film, Drag Me to Hell, which I thought was great. I don't own it. I should get it so I can review it. I like to own a film when I review it. I don't always own a film when I review it. But even if I see something at Netflix on streaming, I will be sure to review it that night while it's still fresh in my memory and stuff. So, but yeah, Darkman, guys, check it out. If you like Sam Raimi, boom. This is like the blob on the front makes it sound like a superhero film, and I don't really consider it to be a superhero film in a way. I guess in a way it is. Darkman could possibly be like a comic book character. But this was originally written for the film, so he was never a comic book character for the film, so I don't really consider it a superhero film or a comic book film. It's just a great film by Sam Raimi. And yeah, I'm a huge Sam Raimi fan. Up until he did fucking Spider-Man. He did redeem himself in my eyes with Drag Me to Hell. And I heard that the Spider-Man franchise is pretty much dead, so maybe we'll get some more back to the roots types of films like Sam Raimi used to make. And of course there's a lot of controversy over, will there ever be an Evil Dead 4? I haven't heard anything or read anything in a long time, so I don't know. If anyone knows anything about that, yeah, please PM me or leave it in the comment below. Let me know. Because, yeah, last I heard, after Drag Me to Hell, the Spider-Man franchise died, so I have no idea what his next film might be. So, yeah, if anyone knows, boom, let me know. Comment, PM, whatever. Great film. Check it out. And thanks for watching, people.